I need to have a talk with them. Okay.
Welcome to Paris.
Alright, we have a match that is Weird Flex versus Feeding Frenzy. Feeding Frenzy was formerly known as the Forgotten. Changes to the lineup to for Feeding Frenzy. Definitely fresh new faces. Wraith Slash was on who was it last season? I do know that Weeaboo was on 7 Watch last season, played very well. Chubb was on, oh my word, I don't remember what he was on, but he also played very well. Impact, DNA, also kind of more or less old faces of the Forgotten. Weird Flex is a new team that came out recently during the kind of the off season, so definitely high expectations for them here. More or less just get to see what they're made of. So.
Looks like Feeding Frenzy's gonna start off with.
Oh, I have to
support.
manually start the game from the lobby. I'm already goofing it, dude.
Yikes.
I'm goofing it, dude. I'm goofing it. There we go. That's better. I'm trolling.
Oops.
I'm trolling, boys. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. Alright.
It's okay, that was just the intro part.
Just the intro. Yeah, definitely. Definitely what we'll call it. But like I said before, Weird Flex, a new face to OPT. A lot of expectations coming from him. A lot of good players from what I've more or less saw in the scrims that we ran. Feeding Frenzy is a refabricated the Forgotten, so definitely high expectations from them as well. Weeaboo plays a very good DPS. DNA also very good. Wraith Slash, haven't really seen him play a lot just because he's been benched, but I've heard that he's very, very good at what he does. Chubb flexes, I think he plays tank and also plays healer. It's definitely interesting to see him play the Mercy, as well as Impact. Impav playing the Hammond, so they're playing a man down due to unfortunate circumstances, so they're going to go with the triple DPS, but they're going to run Weeaboo kind of as an off support, being able to manage and hack the health packs. We're going to see the bunker composition, more or less. God's Eye playing kind of the divey Doomfist, and Havoc. Actually, we're going to see our first game with Baptiste available, so definitely going to be interesting to see here.
I'm excited to see Baptiste and Anna play together.
Definitely. A lot of healing potential can come out from both of them. And already starting
Weave's
off...
already going to get the hack on the Bastion.
Already starting off relatively strong. And here they are pushing Bastion down. More or less forcing him to reposition. So... And I have to
You
get
can already tell that Weave Chubb is having a lot of trouble maintaining all those people.
Yeah. It is awkward for a Mercy to be solo healing, so I will say that I do understand his struggle greatly, considering the fact that I play off support and I try to solo heal thinking it's perfectly okay, and it's not. So I understand that all too well. DNA getting a pick though onto God's Eye. God's Eye does overextend by a little bit. Prism does make a trade though onto Impav, so that comes out to Weeaboo, but Weeaboo does not get the finish. Definitely got to back up. Chubb does get the res onto Impav. Kind of a It's actually a very bad res considering that. Ooh, DNA, good pick on a Prism.
Huge pick on the Bastion.
Good,
Another
good
pick
hit on the Big Ben. Yes, sir. Valkyrie's gonna come out having a lot of available healing, considering the fact that how close the players are to the Mercy themselves. So, Havoc getting a pick on the Queen. Yep. Ray Slash getting a kill on a Punk, make it 2. Shove getting a res on a Weed.
Huge blade.
That's 2, and that's actually more or less gonna finish it out for them here. For Feeding Frenzy. Kind of a
Bastion is gonna try and contest here.
Very good start. It's still a very good start. So, ooh, good body block by Impev.
He's gonna take out Genji, but I don't know how good.
They're gonna make a
they get a pick on the Mercy
here.
as well. They might be able to bring this back.
Yeah, but you do see the Hanzo coming from the spawn, but it will not happen. Very good start, despite having a man down 5v6. Does cap first point, but just under a minute, just over a minute and a half remaining.
Prism is gonna swap onto the Tracer.
Definitely gonna have to drop the Bastion just because of how high of mobility they're running, especially with the Sombra being able to translocate in and out of team fights, as well as the Genji playing very good with his resets.
Clay is going to have his grab up soon.
Minefield coming out, Dragons coming out as well. Kind of thrown, actually, it's thrown off in a weird direction, but I see kind of the area denial there, more or less keeping them enclosed in that space. So, but unfortunately, they are going to have to disengage since they only have three members available for the team fight. I don't know where the 4th and the 5th one are. Ray Slash
does get a really good pick onto that Zarya though before the fight's over.
It's a trade for trade, 2 for 1 deal. Havoc making another kill though, however, getting the Mercy out. But you're going to have 3 ults for Feeding Frenzy here. You're going to have the Valk as well as the EMP and the Blade. But on the same token though, you're going to have 5 ults for Weird Flex. So, Graviton comes out.
Huge grab.
Blade comes out, does get 2. Grabs 4. That is more or less just going to solidify the team wipe. Solid 4 kills. I'm trying
Not necessarily a bad thing though, because now they get to regroup in spawn.
Definitely. Sub, can you post the stream link?
Looking for a bomb. Yeah.
Yes, post a stream link for me, please. I'm trying to do 3 things at once. Pulse Bomb comes out, unfortunately grabbing no one's attention. DNA does get the easy pick, though. They're more or less setting him for the EMP Blade. Ooh. Misses the hook. Or grabs the hook, but is not able to finish. Wraith grabbing 2, though. Wraith grabbing 3. God's Eye 1. DNA with another. Despite playing a man down, they're playing exceptionally well, staying very grouped up, very close together, and more or less doing a good job of just playing it out. Punky does make the switch, but does get taken down quickly. Supercharger comes out, Impact grabbing 1, but you're gonna have a lot of there's a lot of opposition from Weird Flex just because of manpower alone and the utility of their ults. How useful it is for the team fight. So I don't know if you posted it or not, but
I did.
Okay.
Hammond gets 3 picks right there.
Alright, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I was trying to do 2 things at once, so sorry about that. But 2 minutes remaining. Feeding Friends just gonna Impav is just gonna walk in and walk out here. Ray Slash taking a lot of damage. Not a lot of damage he can really spare right now. Scott's Eye takes him down with a dash reset. Blade comes out on the left side here, and his grab is easy too. Grabs an easy 2 for Big Ben. Grabs 1, finishing off the team fight. Again, they are playing a man down, so you do have to be considerate of what they're doing. But I will say they are playing very well despite the conditions ahead of them. Weird Flex also playing very well. More or less showing a dominant performance right now. and a debut as well. They did pick up the Reinhardt, and Reinhardt and the Zarya for the damage mitigation. Yeah, I would suggest, yep, there we go. There was the heals. They're going to be running triple support with double tank. So kind of an off goats here, without the third tank or the kind of additional DPS with the triple support. So Open Clay, very out of position here. And they're not going to be able to make the punish happen. Oh, almost. Oh, they do make the punish happen here. Ray Slash grabbing one onto Clay, making it a 5v5. They're not going to have a lot of time.
They need.
Absolutely.
Ryan's going to charge in.
Oh, and Ray Slash grabbing one. Prism makes a trade, though. Healer for healer. God's Eye grabbing one.
Oh, now DNA's going to fall.
DNA goes down to God's Eye. It looks like a reset is going to have to happen for Feeding Frenzy. 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they're just trying to soft reset and go in one more time.
Yep, not a lot of time here as well. So, 15 seconds on the clock there. They've got to do what they can to try to... They did maintain a tick, though, and they have a little bit of percentage to go. So that's definitely that's a very good start. And it's also a very strong finish if they are... Ooh! Picture perfect pin with the shatter that confirms one. God's Eye with the blade confirms one. Clay and Prism each contributing to their own kills. God's Eye with another. Pulse pump
like
coming
it's
out.
Gonna be the round. Held it about a tick and a half.
Yep. That is very well done. Over 50, just over 50% for Feeding Frenzy despite playing with a man down.
Dead End 2120 just joined Feeding Frenzy, so make sure you put them in spectator.
Yeah, I know. I've got to finish the map. Show lobby. Okay, cool. All right. All right. Both teams playing very well. Both teams playing very well despite the kind of also a new feature map, Paris. Definitely an awkward 2CP to hold, as well as attack from, just because there's a lot of kind of verticality and it's more or less multiple ways to go in and multiple ways to go out.
Yeah, we got a new team on a new map with a new hero.
Definitely a lot of firsts. And I will say also that Feeding Frenzy is playing with a man down, so managing to grab one ticket, not only that, or one capture, not only that, grabbing 50% of the second point. Very well done. But let's not bat an eye on that though, because we have Weird Flex playing very strong for their debut game. So definitely something to look forward to into the coming season as well as this game here. Ray Slash getting no easy pick onto God's Eye.
I like what Feeding is playing, but I'm not sure that Lucio's going to be able to keep up that Baptiste.
Well, I will say though, the burst healing and the standard passive healing from Lucio's just heal alone is pretty strong. Then you just add the amp up to it and it's exceptionally strong. So they're actually a very underrated combo, and not a lot of people seem to realize it yet, but it might just be kind of meta, more or less. Just run triple support and something other like that. Should run a main support here. But Wraith does get a pick onto the main tank, so they've got to more or less just stall time for now. 3 minutes remaining. Ray Slash coming up to his ult relatively soon. Weeaboo just 2/3 of the way there. Oh, yep, and they are going to have to speed boost all the way to the left. Oh, and a good immortality field. Not too hesitant on the use. Chubb at the aim does get a pick onto Clay.
He did put it kind of open though. So they were able to
Oh,
get
Ray
that up pretty
Slash
quick.
does take down Big Ben, and Big Ben no longer has Earth Shatter. Good shutdown on him.
Havoc is gonna get taken out of mech, and it looks like it's gonna maybe be a reset.
That's what it's looking like,
Oh,
but it
God's
is
Eye's
two
gonna
down.
take our Raid Slash. It may be winnable.
Yep, 2 down with the
Havoc
blade
is
coming
back
out.
in mech.
Ooh, and they
And it looks
just
like they're gonna
lost the
take this
Immortality Field.
Huge blade from God's Eye.
Huge blade from God's Eye, indeed. Right as he more or less saw what was happening to the Immortality Matrix, and he played it very well. As soon as it dropped, he immediately bladed and pushed in hard, grabbing 2 for the confirm. And on top of which, Feeding Frenzy is going to have 5 online for them, and with just under 6 minutes remaining for Weird Flex to be able to make this push. Wraith does take down God's Eye. God's Eye getting a little greedy. Not really much they can do. Oh. Prism does take down Wraith.
To try and separate him. Does get a pick off of it as well.
Agreed. Big Ben making a trade though.
Looks like they're still gonna try and push this.
Yep, Supercharger coming out. Big Ben making a kill on an impact. Ray Slash grabbing
that supercharged Bastion is
grabbing
a lot
3.
of damage.
Supercharged Bastion, not even an amplification matrix either. It's just a lot of damage being dished out here.
It's like God's Eye's trying to farm Blade, maybe get a pick on the Bastion.
I mean, he's farming Blade relatively well because he used it just under a minute ago and is already almost 2/3 of the way there. But I don't know the standards to Genji Blade farming because I don't play him. So, you're gonna have ults for Clay as well as Havoc, Diva Bomb, and the Sound Barrier respectively, as well as Punky almost potentially getting Nano here.
So I think Weeb is gonna try and save his his immortality for the bomb, probably.
Definitely.
And if not, most of their team can still make it out of the bombs.
Just the high mobility they have. Agreed.
They did use immortality, so Diva will probably throw in bomb fairly soon.
She'll probably just throw in
just
bomb to, just to mitigate, just to deny spacing. Oh, and Lucio getting boosted a second time this game. I don't think it's unintentional this time around. I think it's all the more fun. But it is going to be a victory onto Weird Flex. So, unfortunate playing for Feeding Frenzy. They did have to play a man down, but despite playing a man down, they played exceptionally well. So I can only imagine what they would be doing with 6 people. So, something to look out for. I did not capture this, but that's a solid 4K blade.
Yeah, this was a huge combo.
Immortality field to more or less sustain him in the fight. Yep. Very well done. Alright, let's see here. Okay. I need to find out if they are having to head for Prism. Okay. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the DM much rather than trying to throw it in my way. Or into scrim and match. Done. Okay. Now all I need to see is if they're going to have their 6th available.
Stara did join Specs.
Okay. That's fine. Is she playing for them? Or no? No.
Oh wait, no. She's not on Feeding Frenzy anymore. Never mind.
Oh dear. Oh, they're dropping. Okay. All right. They forfeit. Shite.
Extremely unfortunate.
That is extremely unfortunate. Like I said, they played very well for 5 people on a new
So
map.
what are we thinking for MVPs then?
I don't want to. I don't want to do MVPs just because it's one game and it's not a comprehensive assessment of everybody. So
Yeah, that's
if
understandable.
it's a full game, I'd be more than happy to do it, despite it them playing 5 people. So
Right.
um, we do have a game later on this evening at 7 CST. So for anybody who's watching, go ahead and check it out. Um, and we'll also have a game going on at 11:30 CST. So if anybody's up that late, but everyone to who is watching, have a wonderful afternoon. We'll see you guys later.